All right, what's up and welcome to the channel. My name is Hegshot. Thank you for joining me as we look at some of the awesome guns from Call of Duty Vanguard. I'm going to show you some rifles, and of course I'm going to show you some pistols like the C96 Mauser or the machine pistol in the game. Show you how they function, a little bit about them, and of course we're going to shoot them. Let's go ahead and do it. All right, if this is your first time stopping by, man, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments which one of these guns is your favorite, and let's go ahead and get started. All right, real life guns of Call of Duty Vanguard. First one we got here is the M1 Garand, same name in the game, fed from an 8-round M-block clip internal magazine. It's semi-automatic compared to most of the other guns during this time, which were bolt action. Press down, hear the click, let it go home. Again, this one was adopted in 1936, over 6 million made during the war, used all the way up till past Korea, until the M14 took over. Let's try it out.
Job.
All right, the Car 98K, 5-round stripper clip, fed from an internal box magazine. Served the Germans as the main German sidearm. G43, guns like that, STG-44, not nearly as prevalent as these, over 14 million made during the war. Iron sights, tangent sights right there. Strap, of course, on the back. If you ever wonder what this is so you can actually take the firing pin mechanism down. Safety on top. That's fire right there. Let's try it out. All right, something like 30 million to 40 million of these guns have been made. The 3-line rifle, which is what it's called in the game, also known in America as the Nagano. Super popular rifle, super accurate rifle, and some of the best snipers in the war use this gun. Of course, most of them are using scopes. In the game, you're going to be using scopes and all kinds of things that you wouldn't normally use in those times anyways. But anyways, 5-round internal magazine, 7.62 by 54R. Of course, bolt action. Guns like the SVT-40, PPSH. Of course, those guns were used, but not nearly as prevalent as this gun. There are stripper clips available for this gun, but somewhere along the way, I've lost mine, so We'll just load it just like this. If you want to get into military surplus, this is about one of the cheapest ways you can do it. Let's try it out. God, I love shooting this gun. All right, the German Luger, one of the most infamous guns on the planet. And yes, these were still used during World War II. Even though the P-38 took over for the Luger, these were issued to the Luftwaffe amongst other people and still heavily used. This one is actually from 1938. And you can see it loads from a toggle action taken from the Borchardt in the late 1800s. You have an 8-round magazine here, safety right here, and we have some ammo. Let's try it out. A little bit of a malfunction there. Sometimes that happens. One thing before I run out of ammo, you'll notice it actually has a loaded chamber indicator right there on the side. And also the rounds, because the extractor is on the top, they go straight up. So they'll hit either the gun or they'll hit you in the forehead or something like that. Pulled that last shot, but you can see how accurate this gun is, the Luger P08. Now, the 1911 is in the game. The high power is not, but it's so close to the 1911. I'm going to use it in its place, and it's made by John Browning as well. So he was pretty awesome, and we're going to try this one out. Again, when the Germans took over in the factory, in the FN factory in Belgium in the 40s, they were like, man, this gun has 13 rounds on tap compared to 7 and 8 round standard. Yeah, we're going to issue those to our guys. And mainly these were issued to the Volksjäger, which is the paratroopers, and the Waffen SS. All right, let's try it out. There we go. 13 rounds, the Browning high power in place of the 1911. Eventually, hopefully, they'll add that gun and some other ones like the M1 carbine. There you go. Now, known as the machine pistol in the game, this is the C96 Mauser. This is actually a 1912 edition, but these things were used all the way up through World War II. Not as prevalent as the other handguns I showed you, but they still were used. And this one actually has a stock that we're going to attach after this first magazine. This one is fed from an internal box magazine on a stripper clip, 10 rounds. Later iterations of this gun would have a detachable box magazine, which is what you're going to see in the game. Full auto capability, all that. This one, semi-auto, 1912. And this is how you load it. You're basically going to push those rounds straight down. Now once you pull the stripper clip up, it's ready to go. Let's try it. Have a safety right here and beautiful tangent sight. You can see the fire bluing on the parts and stuff. It's just an all-matching gun from 1912. If this doesn't excite you, we can't be friends. A little bit of a hang up there. All right, and as promised, this one does have the attachment for the stock. By the way, the stock matches. It actually doubles as a holster as well. And this was pretty popular. The high power that I showed you, the Luger that I showed you, most of those guns had provisions at some point to run it with a stock. And it does make these guns accurate by hand, super accurate like this. Push that all the way down there, just like that. Stripper clip out. Those are some of the guns that I have. Call of Duty, Vanguard. Been having a lot of fun in the game, but to be honest with you, I have more fun using those guns. Absolutely love them. If you want to see more videos like this, man, please make sure you subscribe. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one. And as always, hold down.